question is this arrangement an unfair advantage? Is that correct?
I think it's
Is that the question? Okay. Tell me what the question is then.
I'm happy to withdraw the question.
I think it's,
I think we have been asked by council to assess and address the use of accommodation for tourism. That's one point among three, and I think we have assessed and addressed it, and I think if we are asked, we are able to decide if that is enough reason to, if that needs to be modified. And I think that should be the question. Do we need to speak more to that point than we already have?
We're now off my first point on to my second point. How we've addressed the use for tourism accommodation is beyond me, because we have never had any information to allow us to do that. The current development proposal would allow, the current development agreement would allow the developer to operate this as a hotel from mid-June to Labor Day every year, for example. The equivalent of 2 additional kilometers in Wolfville.
20%.
20%.
But no, but it doesn't say in different time frames. The total aggregate for the annual is 20%. If he chose to operate it as a hotel from mid-June to Labor Day, that would be roughly the 20%, and to use it residential the rest of the time. So we could have the equivalent, I think it's about 30-odd units. We could have the equivalent of 2 additional kilometers over the summer peak period in Wolfville through this development, theoretically. Now, is that going to have an impact on our accommodation sector? I have no idea. If those folks are booked to capacity, then it's a godsend. But if it has a significant impact on the people who make their living year-round in their beds and breakfasts and in the small-scale accommodation, such that they're not there anymore in September, I wouldn't like to be looking for a room in Wolfville when Deep Roots is on, and this building is now back to being entirely rental accommodation. So have we addressed the question of tourism? No, I don't think we have at all, because we haven't discussed in any way, and no information has ever been brought before us to talk about the requirement for additional hotel accommodation or otherwise. But again, that's so far back in the equation. I'm not sure what council's concern was when they raised this. The concern that was expressed to us as a committee was unfair competition. So that one went under the bridge, fine. But if council's concern is whether or not this is a positive development in terms of the requirements for accommodation, tourist accommodation in Wolfville, I don't think we have a clue.
Maybe if I could just take
Yes, Steve Madsen.
maybe I misunderstood when I read the material. And of course, I wasn't involved initially in this, so I'm kind of coming in late again because I wasn't on the committee. I thought we were talking 20% of the units could become hotel units in the summertime.
no.
The whole, okay, that's okay, just so I understand.
4,800 additional hotel nights would be the, yeah. So again, do we know what that means in this community? No, we don't know that, but if we're prepared to just take a chance, and again, back to my earlier point, if somebody was just coming here and building a hotel, I guess it's on them, whether it's full or not, right? But in this situation, it's not exactly that. But do we know what the impact of that is? We've been at this since September, and I don't believe we have any information dealing with vacancy rates, requirements for accommodation, or any of those other things. So the truthful answer to that really is no. But I don't think we're going to address it tonight because we're not going to have any additional information tonight. So I think in fairness, we would have to say that we do not know the impact of this development.